Good morning, guys. Diana here from Garden Love. So I came to check on my garden today, and I'm realizing how crazy my cucumber's going. As you can see, I put it right there, and I know you guys seen the previous videos and you guys have seen how tiny this vine was. Well, now it's taken off. It's going all the way up. It's even climbing on my apple tree, and some is climbing on the fencing, which is making me realize that maybe this wasn't the perfect spot to put it, and this is a learning lesson for me to prep for my next spring garden. And I'm thinking that instead of putting it on this side, I might as well put it on that side so it can climb completely against that trellis and maybe continue to go over there until that passion fruit takes over. And maybe my tomatoes should be more towards one in the front, and maybe just put two, because there's three of them there, and it's getting really crowded there. I'm not exactly sure what foliage to take off. I planted these very late in the season, as you guys recall, but there is some tomatoes coming my way, so I'm very excited about that. I'm considering these my fall tomatoes, since I didn't really plant them in spring. I think these will go all the way till the end of summer, and we'll start producing closer to fall, and then eventually just take them out and be done with them. I did put some smaller tomatoes here, and these are producing. As you can see, they're finally producing. And my string bean that I grew from seed is finally taking off, which took a while. I'm not sure how long this is gonna get, but if it gets long enough, I'm just gonna do what I've been doing to the rest of my vines. Just put them against the wall and let them hang on this trellis I built for my fence, kind of to create an edible fencing that also provides privacy. So I'm waiting for whatever decides to go up there and provide some more privacy to this side of the house. But anyways, guys, look at this. This is my watermelon. I put it in here along with a whole bunch of other things. As you can see, if you guys saw my previous video, I had a talk about this, that I wasn't exactly sure how much I can put in this raised bed that I got from Birdies. And this is a good learning experience, that now it allows me to see how things grow and how much I can put in one raised bed. So I'm very excited about that. We will see how well this develops. I'm going to let this watermelon vine a little bit over that cage I put there and then down on the ground, but I also have a variegated pumpkin here in the ground. This is actually one of the first things that I'm growing in the ground. I amended the soil very well for the last 2 months, let it sit there, continue to water it, and then eventually put this variegated pumpkin that I grew from seed. I'm very excited to see what it's gonna look like, and hopefully we can harvest them for Halloween and put them as decoration in the front of my house. That would be very, very fun for the girls to pick and decorate them. And everything I planted here, I planted even after my first raised bed, because we had some plans for this area that those plants didn't develop, so temporarily I can use this area, and I'm gonna just try to maximize and grow as much as I can. As you guys know, when you guys grow things, it's not a year-round thing, it's a seasonal thing. So if I ever decide to do what I needed to do on this side of the house, I can just move this raised bed to another location. So as you can see, everything's taking off here. I have these habanero peppers. It's growing pretty slow, which I'm surprised, but it's still growing. And these eggplants are the slowest plant I've had this whole season, but you can see there's flowers on them. This zucchini that I grew from seed, I want to say I grew this from seed, and it's taking off. So these are, I would consider these my fall, even though it's still middle of summer, but they're not really going to take off till it's closer to the end of summer. And some people replant things in the middle of summer so they can have a brand new harvest, and this is going to be, since I started so late, I would consider this my second planting in the middle of the summer, because I didn't plant early on. But next year will be completely different. I'm gonna start early and start growing things from seed, now that I know how they grow and where I can put them. So this just wanted to share with you guys how everything's doing and just the progress. I mean, look at these tomatoes. They're like, wow, weeds growing. I'm hoping to see some more tomatoes here soon, although the heat wave that's coming again is going to probably stop the production, but we'll see. Last heat wave, they didn't get that much of a damage. The flowers didn't fall off. Well, actually the flowers on top must have fallen off because I see no fruit, but the flowers at the bottom retained, probably because it's cooler down there and the canopy of the plant gives it shade. But these cucumbers are loving the heat. As you can see, they are everywhere on the vine, and there's tons of baby ones. You guys saw my video when I ate my first one. It was super delicious and crunchy. The only thing I would say, there was one that I let grow way too big and it turned a little yellow, those I would take the skin off, but because if by the time you let them grow that big, the skin's a little hard and doesn't taste as well, it's a little bitter. So just take the skin off if you let them grow that big. But if you don't, if you harvest them a little bit bigger than this, the skin tastes wonderful. It's delicious. Anyways, guys, I'm just doing quick updates here in my garden. I want to make sure that I record what it's looking like in the middle of July, closer to the end. Everything's looking good. My moringa is looking amazing. I wish I would have recorded. I took some flowers out of this and ate them as I was standing here, because I really want this to bush out, and the method is definitely working. So as you guys can see, this one completely bushed off, and there's where I cut it. So yeah, if you guys have moringas, make sure to top them off and take the flowers so you can continue to get more foliage. So anyways, guys, just a quick update in this section of my garden. I wanted to show you what was going on. The apple trees are doing amazing. Look at this, it's loaded with apples. I'm so impressed. You know, and since it's in a container, I've been watering it every day since it's been so hot. The heat's been crazy here. And it's full of, oh my god, look at this cucumber. It's taking off all the way over here. Alright, I don't want my apples to get choked out, so I'm going to probably put a little bit of wiring here and let it continue trellis along this wall. I'm not sure how much longer this vine's gonna grow, because this is my first time growing cucumbers, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to help it out. And I don't want my apple tree to get choked out by these vines. As you can see, it's growing all along. Here, let me show you. You guys can see, if you follow my finger, that's a vine going up the apple tree all the way up there. So I might take that vine down and kind of lean it over so it can continue to go on that trellis, because I don't want my apple tree to get damaged. This tree has already gone through enough shock by getting transplanted from someone's backyard into this wine barrel, and as you can see, it really didn't notice much of the transplant because they're loaded with apples. So I am looking forward to getting some recipes to do some apple pies or some recipes with apples, because this tree is gonna give me an abundance of harvest. So I'm really excited about that. Alright guys, well, there's a quick update on my garden. I have other updates that I want to show you guys, so stay tuned. See you in the next one. You guys have a blessed day. Bye bye.